It's recording. Okay, it's December 23rd, and I noticed something kind of strange when I was on my Facebook today. I went and I logged in, and there was like a message on the top where it says update status. That bar right there is typed. It says, "What's going on, Carl?" And it's like I didn't type that. First time I seen this a message in there like that, and usually that's reserved for the person who's like, if I want to type something in there and send it or something like that, or post a message, but it says, "What's going on, Carl?" So I'm gonna go on my Facebook and I'm gonna arrow it back. And the last time I did that, the message would change to a different message. So I'm going to. Well, it's taking a long time. It's kind of slow right now. It's moving slow. It hasn't moved yet. You'll see if it changes. Okay. Yeah, it's still moving slow. I have to wait. Okay. I'm going to put it back on to Facebook again. I arrowed it back. It's really slow right now. Okay. Type the arrow. Now it says, "How are you feeling, Carl?" You see? I put my mouse on there. And so, I mean, see how the little gold bar came up? "How are you feeling, Carl?" Now, see how it changed from that one message to this one right here? Now, I'm going to click it back. And I'm going to try to get back on the Facebook page again. Now it says, "How's it going, Carl?" See that message is in there? Now see, I didn't type that. It's just like somebody just it's weird. I don't know what's going on, but it's like, you know, I'll go ahead and arrow it back, and see if another one comes up, and then it says, "How are you feeling, Carl?" That comes back up again. You see that? Now, what happened was, I was going to go on, and I'll go on here now, because earlier I went on RT Facebook. I'm going to type in Lauren Lister. LaurenLyster. Type in Lauren Lister. And I had put like a few comments on her page. Let me get on her page. Her Facebook page. Lauren Lister. Beautiful Lauren Lister right there. Okay, so I go on here, and I had put like a comment on here, and I put a comment on hers, on Max Kaiser and Abby Martin's, but on hers, let me see if I can find my comment. Okay, that's my comment. Was that's part of my comment. What happened was let me open all the comments up. My earlier one I put on there. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, there's mine. I put, "Hi, Lauren." Well, I asked her about the Liberty, the coins on eBay being banned, but there's another question I asked her. Let me see. Oh yeah, I asked her. I said, "Hi, Lauren. I have a question. Another question. Have you ever heard of this guy called David Wilcox? He has this website called Divine Cosmos. He was saying something about there is more gold mined right now than the Fed is telling us. Something they were saying like in Indonesia, the U.S. or the Federal Reserve stole all this gold, and they're trying to get it back with this lawsuit." And said, "Is this guy for real or not or what?" So she didn't answer me back, but it's a lady right here. she put her comment on here. Her name is Alice Marina, and then she put Carl, friend me on Facebook, and then you can friend Ron Van Dyke, who knows David Wilcox well, and he can answer your questions. And then below it, all the stuff that's going on right now with those messages on my Facebook, I put that down here. And then I put I'll do that. Funny though, when I logged into my Facebook today, at the top of the page in the status bar there was a message waiting for me saying, "How are you, Carl?" I arrowed forward back to the page. See, then another, just 1 second, let me see. Okay, another question, and there was another message saying, how are you feeling? And then I did the same thing, arrowed it back and forth, and then it's like, what's happening, Carl? Another one, how are you doing, Carl? And I put, this never happened before. I think it has something to do with the comments to RT Facebook that I think I'm on some list now, and I put scary. And then I wrote Lauren another comment. I asked her about if she was going to have Reggie Middleton back on again, when she was going to have him back on. But I had asked Abby Martin the same thing about that David Wilcox and that gold and this lawsuit and this Indonesia gold and these bonds that were no good and they're trying to get their gold back. And she didn't answer me. But I know I also put a comment on Max Kaiser on his page, asking him about that guy that killed those kids in Sandy Hook, and asked them, the fathers of both guys, and one in Aurora and the one in Sandy Hook, they both were going to testify for the libel, or they worked in these high positions in government. It was their connection, but he told me no. And that Max Kaiser, he wrote back and said no. So I'm going to go back, if I can, let me see, go back on this Facebook and see if any more of those messages are on my computer right now. Go on Lister. See, right now it says, "How's it going, Carl?" Question mark. See that? I mean, it's kind of strange. Look at that. These messages, they keep on going back and forth, different ones. If I arrow back to and from the page, I'm going to arrow back, I'm going to go back in the page and see if another one pops up. What's going on, Carl? So, has anybody ever had this type of a problem where somebody's putting these messages in this box right here? Because what I was going to do, I was reading this article about that thing I was telling you about, with David Wilcox and this lawsuit, and I was reading on the internet about this guy. He worked for MSNBC. There's some type of director. He put some. He ran a story regarding that David Wilcox. Supposedly that gold and the lawsuit and the bad bonds and all this stuff. And the guy's 2 kids were stabbed to death by the nanny the next day, and it was on the news. And I was going to put that on Abby Martin's site and ask her, did she think it's strange that this guy he allowed the story to come out, and the next day his kids were killed. And the nanny supposedly had tried to kill herself after she killed the kids. And then right when I was getting ready to click out of that and go on my Facebook and go on RT and ask Abby Martin about that, and then I seen these messages pop up on here. How you doing, Carl? What's going on, Carl? How you feeling, Carl? And it's like, how you feeling, Carl? What's that supposed to mean? Like right now I have a little flu right now. I'm just getting over it's a cough I have. So it's like, how you gonna ask me how am I feeling, Carl? It's kind of, anybody trip off there. Like, you trying to say how am I feeling? Is there like a message or some kind of a subliminal message in there asking me how am I feeling? It seemed like it's some kind of form of harassment or like trying to scare me or something, and it's kind of creepy. So, and these messages, they keep popping up. So I don't know if it's like the government behind this right here, but again, it's just kind of weird, and I feel like I'm being targeted by somebody. Maybe they seen, or they're aware of me putting comments on the RT news site website, asking all these different questions, and look at this. Let me see if I can make another one come up. Let's see if it changes. It said, let me see. It said what's going on. Let me see if another one pops up this time. See, it now says, "How are you doing, Carl?" Look at that. And isn't that kind of strange? Somebody's definitely trying to harass me and intimidate me. They let me know that, they watching what I do on this Facebook right here. And it's very scary. So if anybody else has had this kind of a problem, you should notify me or put a comment down saying that. But they definitely, I don't know, for some reason I just feel that it has something to do with my comments, that I'm posting on the RT network, and maybe the subjects that they're about, that I'm asking these people these questions, this rogue government, or that cabal that's in charge, that's taking over our government, these gangsters, mobsters, they onto me right now. These cats right here, they is they on you. Once they get on you, it's like, can't go to nobody because you can't go to the establishment because they're part of the establishment. So what you gonna do? There's too much you can do. So I just wanted to share this with you. Thanks.